Taurus. It's Lionsgate 888. What do you wish to see? What do you wish to happen? Please like and subscribe, by the way, if you resonate, right? This is for the Taurus corrective. Sun, Moon, Rising placement as well. If you resonate, please help this channel grow. Comment. Comment what you'd like to see, want to hear from me. Got the Chariot. Taurus. So we'll be doing reading for your next 30 days here, Taurus. Looks like you're gonna be learning something here. I've got a feeling that you're gonna be going to school, getting education, whether it's online, whether it's taking classes, certification. You come into your power here. You're very content. Thank you. You're very satisfied with your current energy, with your current circumstances and situations, and with the connection, right? This also comes out the Four of Wands here. So this tells me that there's going to be some options, right? There's going to be some choices, right? If this is a connection, if this is a job, you do have to make a decision, and your angels and guides and spirits are asking you not to be indecisive. So make a decision, line up with it, and go with it, right? Taurus, this is a good energy so far. This card, this card challenged you a little bit, right? It challenged you to get a higher education, to learn, to reevaluate your plan, reevaluate your situations. Maybe you're moving on to that retirement phase. Different folks with different stroke for different folks, right? So this card tells me right here, believe that you are in a position to see the forest for the tree. You see a higher vision. You see a higher vision of yourself. Um, some of you may be putting in an application for a home loan. It's like a house relocation. I get a feeling that you're gonna manifest a house. This is not for everybody, right? Everyone's living situations is different, but I do see a celebration. I do you see maybe people from the past coming back. Again, it's Mercury retrograde, so a lot of things are little funky. So when it's Mercury, so maybe people coming from the past as well, that connection, but it's going to be someone out of the blue, something out of the blue, that someone that you haven't seen before, but that they're popping back into your energy. So someone from the past. And on the bottom, right, on the bottom of the pile, you do have the Hangman. So the Hangman tells me that you're in suspense here. You are waiting for a decision. You need to make up your mind, and this confirms it right here, right? Your guides, your spirit, your team of angels wants you to line up with it and make a decision. Whether that decision is, you do have to make a decision, right? Positive reading so far, collective, my Taurus. Remember, this is the Lionsgate, 888. So you gotta have what basically what it means is that it means that your manifestation, whatever it is that you set forth, it's gonna bear fruit. It's gonna come to light. So what you give it focus, Taurus, what you give it focus, it amplifies, right? It's astronomical changes. It amplifies, it perpetuates, it acts, it exaggerates to the max, basically. Yeah. So you have Eight of Wands, right? So there's going to be some type of communication, some kind of travel that 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 you don't anticipate on seeing here. For sure. Yeah. You're making your way towards, you're obtaining this knowledge. You are moving forth, you are moving forth towards your higher learning, your goal, your passion towards whatever that may be. Fit this into your timeline. And to me, this card signifies that there's going to be traveling. Perhaps you're going to be traveling overseas. You're moving somewhere near water, some places that's by the water overseas, and this is where your heart is. It's where your heart wants to be. You want to relocate again. There's a new home. I get that. This reading, it's that you're manifesting a new living space, living situation, Taurus. I'm proud of you. Okay. And so you do have the magician here, right? So this is alchemist here. This is a card of creation. This is a card of coming to your power. This is a card of you creating with the universe force behind you, right? You're working with all the elements: earth, wind, fire, water. Mother Earth. Mother Gaia. Yeah. So you are a magician, right? And I do cautious you. I do cautious you when you working on this dream, this passion, right? Don't have too many chefs in your kitchen, right? Put people that doesn't need to know your business. Put them on need to know basis, right? If don't ask, don't tell. Basically, if don't diverge, don't divulge all your information. You don't need to, right? When there's too many bosses, there's not enough worker. There's gonna it's gonna when you tell people about your passion, when you tell the whole neighborhood about your dreams, it's not gonna perpetuate into the positive, because a lot of times it's gonna they're gonna contaminate it. Basically, they're gonna put salt in it, right? And it's gonna distort your perception. It's gonna make your vision blurry, right? Because other people are saying, the gossip, the haters, they're gonna give you their 2 cents, right? And you know what? Their 2 cents is not worth it, right? If you want the 2 cents, you will ask them for their advice, But you come into your power here, right? This is your power. You are in this creative mode, this magnificent being. Remember, uh, whether whoever that you choose to resonate with, Buddha, Muhammad, Krishna, Jesus, Mother Mary. It all comes down to one basic premise, and that is love, right? When we operate from love frequency, right? When we operate from love frequency, we don't react, we don't respond, right? We become neutralized. We we neutralize the situations, events, circumstances, and people, right? Yeah, let go. So your teams of guides and angels are asking you to let go that doesn't serve you. So you do have this addiction here, right? This card challenge, right? This card challenge, the underlying card here suggests that you have some addiction, some toxic pattern, some toxic tendency, whether it is a sabotage belief system, whether it's a victim mindset where poor me, they always have it out for me. The government is watching me, you know, I'm always being treated bad, whatever that is, having too much cheesecake, whatever it is that that you resonate with, get rid of this, get rid of this toxic person, places, events, circumstances, um, a thought process. You need to. Your teams of angels and guides are asking you to move away from this. Right? This doesn't serve you anymore. So if this is a toxic relationship, if you're in a relationship with a narcissist, let them go. Right? Cut them off. Don't even respond to them. Don't even give your attention. Right? When you give something attention, it expands. It amplify it, exacerbate, right? It exude that situation, it perpetuate, right, into a negative, especially when you're in a toxic relationship with a narcissist, Taurus. Don't respond to them, right? Because they don't know your value, they don't know your worth, right? I don't know if this is if you're dealing with a connection that is just mentally draining, right? That is emotionally taxing you, right? That is physically uh, just decapitating you, right? Let this go. I think your team's an angel and guide want you to refocus, get get yourself into a higher learning, get yourself into a in touch with expert that could help your situations, and yeah, and you will be traveling, Taurus. You'll be traveling to somewhere. Perhaps it's just unplanned, I'm not sure, but looks like a home situation, new home environment is coming in here. And this card is popping out. This card is popping out to me here. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah. So you are working towards pinnacle here, right? This is your energy. So some type of wish fulfillment is going to be delivered. Some type of news that you're expecting. It's going to have a positive results. Positive incomes, right? And you do have challenges. This reading is not all la la land. This reading is not all sunshine and rosy. You know, right here, this is your challenge here, Taurus. This is your challenge for this month. Is get rid of this toxic pattern, toxic energy, people, places, and things that doesn't serve you anymore. That's not conducive to your environment. Let it go. You need to see the forest for the tree here, right? It's just I always tell people, right? If you want to make changes, right? You want to see change. I always tell people, right? The bottom line is you have to master something. You have to master one thing. Master self-love, right? When you master self-love, you embody this entrepreneur energy, right? You embody this entrepreneur energy, and you become this Knight of Pentacles. You see opportunities where other people don't see. You recognize opportunities where people don't see, right? You become invested in yourself, in your growth, in your learning. You become innovative, and you become marketable, right? And that's what your team of spirits and guides and angel wants. You know, they want you to be marketable. They want you to live the highest version of yourself. Because everyone else is doing different things, having different paths, and you can't compare. You can't, right? Your criteria for becoming an expert or achieving something, you can't base it on other people's experience, right? It's all different, right? What information that they have, the tools that they have, like, it's all different for everybody, right? Uh, you can learn, right? You can use them as resources, as guide, as as a vehicle, but you can't measure your success, define your success by them. Yeah, this is your justice here. You're waiting for an outcome. You're in your power. You know, and it's gonna be it's gonna be positive, Taurus. Very positive for you. Very positive month. But again, it's not all sunshine and rosy, right? So news is coming in. You work on your education. You're doing research, right? You're gonna assess, reevaluate, and then make a decision. Your guides and angels don't want you to be indecisive. Make a decision. Line up with it. You have some options. Something is coming in. You're gonna celebrate for sure, for sure, for sure, for real, for real. You're gonna celebrate, Taurus. Traveling, communications from far, and some people from the past is gonna pop back up. I don't know, maybe old connections that because it's Mercury retrograde, so um, and this toxic. I'm gonna leave this here with you, right? Get rid of this toxic connection here, right? Get rid of those toxic connections. Withdraw your energy. Deprive them of your energy. Don't respond. Don't always respond. Not everything needs you to respond. Not everything needs you to react. Right? Um, Taurus, I think you're gonna have a good month. Just take care of a few loose things. You know what to do, Taurus. You're an old soul. You're an old soul, right? You're an old soul. You know what to do. Things will line up for you. Things will line up for you. Taurus, if you resonate, please like and subscribe, and tune in for more next week. Next week's Taurus reading, I do 7 days reading, and I'll do a monthly Taurus. And as we grow as a family, leave a comment. What you want to see, what you like. I'll respond. I'll give you a heart. I'll definitely have time to respond to you. Leave a comment. What's your favorite dessert? Right? What's right? Like, I love dessert. So I don't know. Just leave a comment or something, okay? So I can like acknowledge you, and I become aware that and please subscribe, Taurus. Please subscribe and leave a comment, and I'm gonna give you a heart. I'm gonna give you a heart back, and I'm gonna do it whether we have 100 subscribers, we have 500,000 subscribers. I'm still gonna give you a heart. Make time to give you a heart.